welcome back to the Ministry of Guitar. Say welcome. Today we're unboxing a guitar that's been sitting in my collection for almost 4 years now, but somehow I haven't featured it on the channel, and I don't know why. I blame it on the size of the case. It is a very big case, and that case is always lying in a corner somewhere. But today I got it out. I do play this guitar from time to time, and I think it was completely worth it. This was already unboxed since I looked at it. Anyways, let us open this thing up. Whoa, look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is an extraordinary guitar. And it is extraordinary for many reasons. There is, of course, the way it looks. There is the fact that it's a limited production. And there is the artist that it's associated with, which is, of course, James Hetfield. So what is this monstrosity? Firstly, this is not a guitar. This is a baritone guitar, which means it is a longer scale. It's tuned from B to B instead of E to E. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. There's that. It's an Explorer, or rather the Snakebyte shape, which is ESP's bastardization of the Explorer or modification of the Explorer. You can decide to call it whatever. And this, of course, is the LTD version made in Korea. Though spec-wise, I think it is fairly identical to the made in Japan version. I thought that this quilt was a veneer, but it is remarkably three-dimensional. So either it's not a veneer, it's just a solid top, like it's a solid cap like the ESP, or it's just a remarkable piece of veneer. Either ways, this is the Snakebyte ESP limited edition Snakebyte, LTD Snakebyte. This is number 453 out of the 500 pieces. Those of you who are Metallica fans may be familiar that James Hetfield has a model called the Snakebyte. That's a regular Explorer. It's a 24 3/4 inch scale. This is a modification of it. It was a limited run. This is a 27 inch scale. The body shape is otherwise similar. I will need to check versus the regular Snakebyte to confirm whether the body is larger, but just my initial sense is that it is slightly larger. I don't know by how much. This has got maple top, mahogany body, mahogany neck, 6 strings, of course. It's rather in philosophy similar to this other guitar that I have over here. This is an even rarer guitar. This is a Gibson Baritone Explorer. This is even longer scale length. This is 28 inch scale length, and this is silver burst. I get too many inquiries about selling this guitar. This guitar is not for sale. This guitar may be for sale sometime. I don't have an emotional connection to it like I have to that guitar, but it's a remarkable guitar nonetheless. So, other things to know about it. This has got the headset, James Hetfield signature EMG pickups, blackened hardware. I wouldn't say the frets are very large. In fact, I would say the frets are surprisingly not that large. Ebony fretboard, matching headstock, regular electronics, which is 3-way switch with 2 volumes. This is not a volume and a tone. This is volume for the neck. This is volume for the bridge. Weight-wise, it is not light. I would say this is definitely well over 10 pounds. Not that Explorers are light generally. Neck-wise, this neck I would say is actually rounder, more C-shaped than most Explorer necks, because Explorer necks tend to be rather flat. This is actually rather nice and chunky. I guess James Hetfield likes bigger necks. He does also play Les Paul, so not to say that this is a big neck as such, but it is bigger than most Explorer necks. Especially if you get those 60s profile. Most of the Explorers that you get today have that super thin neck, which I don't really like. What else? It has the Snakebyte inlay on the 12th fret, James Hetfield signature, LTD, embossed. This is actually a solid piece compared to ESP on the regular. That's what you have. And then for case candy, you have the certificate. You have this fretboard protector that you get with all ESPs. This is the 1-year warranty, is it? Which is useless because I bought it a long time ago. 2000, oh no, this is the time it was made. I bought this in 2018 or 19. This was built in 2017. Since I bought this, actually, let me get into that. I bought this from the ESP workshop in Japan, in Tokyo, in Ochanomizu, Tokyo, Guitar Street, Tokyo. So, guess they include all this paraphernalia: owner's manual, some usual desiccants, and let's just see what else is there inside. This will take some level of dexterity. There's nothing much else. Whoa, what is this? Wow. Those are a lot of picks. I had completely forgotten about them. If I ever run out of picks, it turns out, and these are nice picks also. Wow, look at these. Oh, wow. Must be some Japanese band. Did I buy these picks when I bought this guitar? I don't know, but wow, I like them. Black and gold, beautiful insignia. Yes, ESP. I bet you can't get these outside of Japan. So that is a lovely find, and I'm happy for it. Alrighty, I think we got to see a lot about the guitar. Let us connect it to the workstation and see how it sounds, and I'll give you my playing impressions, etc., etc. Alright folks, welcome to the workstation. This is the ESP LTD Snakebyte Baritone. This is a special guitar, there is no doubt about it. And I want to talk through a few things that make it special and why you should consider getting one regardless of whether you're a James Hetfield fan or not. If you are, it's a bonus. But I just think even in isolation, it is an incredible package. Reason number one, the uniqueness of what this guitar is. This guitar is a high quality Gibson Explorer Baritone. Now, of course, both of these connotations, Explorer and Baritone, say metal, riffs, etc., etc. And that is true, but Explorers aren't exclusively for metal, Baritones aren't exclusively for metal. And there's plenty of history on both ends, both in terms of the original Gibson Corina Explorer and both in terms of the use of the baritone guitars in surf music, etc., from the 1960s onwards, that you have even if you're not into metal or Metallica, it can still be appealing to you. And for me, I am into metal, but Explorer guitars and baritone guitars have just been a love of mine. And as you can even tell from the sound demos, even though this has EMG pickups, it does make some pretty decent clean sounds. It's a different kind of a clean sound. It's not the kind of a clean sound that you would get with a PAF, but EMGs have a specific clean sound. You can hear it on old Metallica songs. Combine that with down tuning, and it just gives you this beautiful, ominous air. You can use it for slightly darker music. You can use it for slightly sadder music. It just adds a flavor to your tonal palette, regardless of your proclivities. Reason number two, just the look of the thing. And, it's purple, of course, but there's something very special about a quilt maple veneer or whatever it might be of this size, and the impression that this guitar gives, it is a striking guitar to say the least. In a room full of hanging guitars, which is right behind you, this is one guitar that stands out, and it's the kind of guitar that gives you a lot of pleasure from looking at it before you even play it. Of course, looks are subjective, taste is subjective, but this is the guitar that, regardless of taste, just stands out and is a special thing, even to the non-guitarist. Thirdly, what I really like about this, and then later we'll get into all the Hetfield things, is the playability of this thing. Even though it's a 27-inch scale length, this has relatively heavy strings on it right now. I think it comes stock with 68s or something. They feel like they're 68s. Though you can put a 56 on this and still do like B standard. It is an extremely playable guitar, and I think you could see I could play. I'm not a shredder, but you could see that vibrato and leads were no problem at all. So it's a very playable guitar. It is not a beast to play at all. If you're used to playing regular guitar, you'll find yourself adapting to this very, very easily. So that's what this combination of what it is, how it looks, and how easy it is to play makes it a very special guitar for me. Now, I'll get into other aspects of it, the Metallica connection, so on and so forth, and also get into what I don't like so much about this guitar. The Metallica connection is obvious. This is James Hetfield's signature. This is the signature shape. This is the Snakebite. It even features his set, which is the headset, EMGs, which is a good segue into what I don't like about them. I generally like EMGs, not a big fan of the headset. Don't know why. It would make sense that Hetfield's signature pickup would really suit me very well, given the role that he's had in my musical journey, but no, I just don't like these pickups. So that's, for me, the main and the only, for me, very personal thing. What don't I like about them? EMGs have this beautiful combination, and for everybody who hates EMGs, I have to tell you that you need to try them and play them at length before you form an opinion. They have this beautiful combination of being able to have a very thick, creamy sound. At the same time, you can get a great pick attack. That's a very unique combination. I love that because I love strong pick attack and I love a creamy sound. For me, maybe the way I pick, maybe my technique, this pickup falters on both ends. It does not have the sharpest pick attack that I would like. At the same time, it does not have the creamy sound that I would like. So that's why I don't like it, but your mileage may differ. There's another aspect to this guitar. It is extremely significant. I think this is the only baritone signature model of James Hetfield. And this, along with the Abdominal Snowman or Bigfoot, whichever one is rarer, that kind of rare guitar, that is the Gibson Explorer, those two are the only high quality, quote unquote, branded Explorer baritones out there. And good luck finding a baritone Gibson Explorer. You can spend a few lifetimes doing that. But this guitar, you can often find them popping up on Reverb. Of course, they have gone up significantly versus retail. I personally paid about, I think about, would have been what, 200,000 yen or something like that at the time I bought it, which would be something like $1,600 maybe. And I think these are at least $1,000 more, if not double of that. So there is that. It's available at a price, but it's something that is definitely, because of it being a limited run, it's likely to go up in value. So yes, so this is again my Gibson Baritone, not Gibson, sorry, Freudian slip. This is my ESP LTD Baritone Snakebite / Explorer, James Hetfield signature. Incredible guitar, and if you are considering getting one, if you're on the fence, I suggest you pull that trigger. All right, till next time.